Welcome back to Waco, Texas. It's time for Cruise here at Rise and Grind 2023. I'm Nerf, joined by Lyric, my favorite person to cast with ever in the world. Let's go. We're going to go out here because it's Cruise, and this is just going to be a complete cluster that I have no idea what we're going to see. We're going to see a cluster of people that I have no idea. I mean, first up, UTA Esports versus Tamusa. No idea what that stands for.
All right, here's the funny part about Cruise, right? You have UTA, right? Obviously a collegiate crew, right? These people practice together. They are probably, getting a little bit of money to come to this event, scholarships and all that stuff.
True.
And then you probably have 5 dudes coming together. Like, you know what? It would be really funny if we entered this crew battle bracket and we just played.
Yeah, like, bro, what if we do all DDD? And okay, five DDD players just getting together and deciding to make everyone else's life miserable.
Right.
And that's cool. I mean, we have UTA Esports, who is, in this case, an actual collegiate level team. They do work together in a few different, I think, leagues.
Yes.
And so I've seen some of the good players like Beastly, who won a low tiers bracket here at this tournament yesterday, as well as Kyle from my own region of NDVA plus Ohio. He's been all over.
Yeah.
And then a few other people like Atomic, really top-level players in the region. So we'll have to see what happens. It's UT Arlington, by the way. So if you're wondering what UTA stands for, it's UT Arlington. Those guys going to be representing their team here versus Tamusa. And again, we have no idea.
That's the best part about Cruise, man. It's honestly probably just 5 people just wanting to come together, play some Super Smash Brothers. Right. Speaking of Kyle, there he is. Definitely one of my favorite people, right?
Oh, yeah,
when you get down on that local level, you really get to meet all the homies. And Kyle, definitely one of them for sure. I remember Kyle coming up to visit us in Pennsylvania right after the pandemic was kind of subsiding just a little bit. And honestly, what a homie. And starting with Chrom is a little crazy, though.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, I will say he could play something else, but it's probably going to be Chrom. I think at this point, he's so tried and tested with the Chrom that if he knows who he's going up against, then, yeah, it should be a no-brainer. Still, we don't know who we're going up against, and I mean, at this point, it could be anything in the roster. I do appreciate that Tamusa starting off with a player that they think is going to be able to handle Kyle, who's a pretty good first round pick, I think, for this crew.
When it comes to the Cruise ideology, do you think your best player goes first, last, in the middle? Or do you actually think that you're going to really just go on ahead and just try and counterpick each
time? It's hard to say. If you really have a hard and fast ranking rule of how you think your team is built, then sure, maybe you could go first player could be either your best or your second best. Right. And I think that generally you're going to have, if you have your top 2, I'd say, yeah, first and last is a good place, a reliable place to put your best 2.
Okay, still once again, putting in some tags. Hope you guys have been enjoying Rise and Grind. Welcome to day 1 of singles. We got to talk about it. I'm sure you guys have heard all about it. Wave 1 pools. MK Leo already in losers, losing, I believe, 3-0 to Skinny the
technically 3-1. I think it was reported. It was reported as 3-1.
I see.
So yeah, it was basically San Antonio player Mario ended up.
Shout out to Skinny the Pooh, man. Getting a really, really big win. So honestly, the storylines are already starting to write themselves up for that top 8 tomorrow. The energy in the room today compared to yesterday has really kind of electrified itself. And now, honestly, it feels so good to walk into this venue and see not only, of course, Smash Ultimate, but we got Guilty Gear this year. We got Street Fighter this year that has been really hype. And also, of course, over on the other streams, you got Melee as well. And I know an all-star Melee casting crew is here too for you guys. So make sure you guys are supporting all of the streams. You have the main stream here, twitch.tv/BTS, of course. But then you have twitch.tv/Collision Series, which is your side stream. And then you also have the Spanish stream and the French stream as well. So big shout-outs to Cact and Emery for really kind of putting that international flair, because honestly, Europe and South America scenes are so cool.
Yeah, I mean, it's really interesting to see all the different languages represented. I mean, we've talked about it a little bit here and there, but those guys deserve their flowers. They absolutely put so much work into their scenes, try to get themselves a spotlight, and try to give their viewers, who are, the native speakers of the language, another perspective on viewing. They're allowing more casters to get spotlights.
Absolutely.
It really is nice to see, because, as a community, we always got to stick together. That's the big thing. So. Speaking of sticking together, it's Cruise, so let's get right into it.
That fist bump was awful.
That was a little bit bad. That's okay. We're going to forgive him for this one. Kyle, hopefully ready to deal with this one. A familiar matchup, I will say. Let's get it on.
Yeah, this one's going to be fun. We got Mazukoto representing Tamusa. Shout out to the overlay, too, because a lot of times, sometimes overlays will just put the team name. So we're starting off with Chrom Wolf, and this could go a couple ways. But Kyle, like you mentioned, Nerf, already very, very comfortable in this matchup. And unfortunately for Mazukoto, flying a little bit too close to the sun, that's going to be a stop loss.
I mean, yeah, I wish the sun was that close. Honestly, going to get burned up down there with the pineapple. Still looking like you got to make up some difference, and then it's a second one.
No,
Ouch.
Kyle, come on, be nice, bro.
Kyle,
nice.
Kyle, stop smiling. I don't like that, he's just kind of like still going for it, but hey.
Listen, it's Cruz at the end of the day. Good parry, though, into the down tilt, going for the down air. Chrom will be able to grab the ledge with magnet hands, and Mazukoto just needs to get something started right. We want to see some of these grabs, a little bit more of that down throw, but honestly, Kyle is just all over him.
Okay, the parry on the down air. Interesting. Not expecting that option myself, but hey, I guess if he gets the timing right, we still got it. I'll look for a nice little dash cancel F tilt, gonna be able to get some more here. And the high recovery leads right into the forward smash. Kyle not gonna hesitate on that one at all.
Yo, I did not like that little smile after the second SDU.
I was like, yeah, Kyle, like, no, you're
come
cheesing
on,
a little
man,
too hard. He's like,
chill.
bro. He's like, oh, come on, man.
Right,
It's okay, but it is still, I think it's still, we're doing, is it best of 5 here as well?
No, it can't be.
I'm gonna say no. Sure.
Yeah, no. Once again, Cruz bracket is just starting for some of these people, so we're still kind of getting into the ease of like which order we want to do. But
Sure.
yeah, I guess while we're waiting for our next player from Mazukoto, or from Tamusa, there it is, thank you. I just want to give like a big shout out to Collegiate Smash. I think Collegiate Smash is so super special. I know there's like a lot of talks about it, but I think it's really great how there is an opportunity for players to go get a college education thanks to Super Smash Brothers. Like, that is a wild concept that I think more people should be aware about and more people should honestly appreciate.
That is fair. I mean, I will say, Collegiate Smash Bros. As I mentioned to a couple people like Booker and the people who are at the forefront of that kind of movement. I really think it's the future of the sport.
Absolutely.
Sport. So that's where Smash, I think, gets a lot of its best play. I think where we get some of our best players. It's always really nice to see because the coaches work really hard.
Yeah,
the players
absolutely.
are really committed. Just hearing the stories of some of the collegiate teams and their journeys over the past couple of years, I mean, it's been actually a very meteoric rise for collegiate in terms of how much clout, how much power they have, the scholarships. It really allows for a lot of people to have a future, to have a chance getting education. It's really nice. So you love to see it because getting a scholarship for playing a video game is actually something that a lot of us wish we had when we were that age. So.
Why did you smile like that, Kyle? I'm not over that, man.
Oh, Kyle,
Kyle's like, hey, what's up? He's having a good time.
Yeah, of course. I mean, and that's the thing. I think Cruz, at the end of the day, it should be about it.
Yeah,
it's like, hey, even if it's a collegiate level team, or if it's just you and your boys just going.
That's the whole point of Cruz, right? Like, y'all just having a good time. I think sending out the Wolf first was like obviously a really good idea because it's a solid character. You're able to kind of like get a lead, and then the character is very consistent.
Sure.
I would like to see what the rest of the team's got in store. They are still kind of like talking all on over there. So
right. So this is the thing. It's something that we're not really super used to. Not looking at a general Cruz sense. Coaching, right? Like there is a significant amount of coaching that is allowed here in this Cruz team format, right? Like that's kind of always how it's been in Cruz, but when you actually have a specific coach, it adds a new element to it.
Yeah,
because these teams, especially in the UTA sense, they have like people who are on staff ready to coach effectively and really break down situations in a way that if another team is not prepared for that kind of stuff, if they don't have something to match, they don't have someone who's got the shot calling or the knowledge necessary, we'll have to see what happens.
Kingdom Hearts hat. You think they play Sora? Big. The fight stick? Yo, the GOAT. This is the GOAT
fight
right
stick
here.
For Smash. All right.
You got it.
I like it. I like it.
You got it.
Like the actual stick.
Wait, hold on. We got the Kingdom Hearts hat and the Zelda lanyard.
Oh.
It could go 100 different ways. This is my favorite part about Smasher fashion. Because it's like, or anything like Smasher tag, right? Sonic Main 445 always plays something random, right? Like, like Banjo, and you're like, I wasn't expecting this one.
Yeah, you put a character name in your tag, and then you inevitably will swap to something else, even if you were a main of that eventually. Because let's be real.
Bro is playing with a real fight stick. I'm down for this.
This is crazy. I mean,
I'm actually down for this.
I'm used to seeing like some people with like Smash boxes, other leverless controllers, but this, okay, I like it.
I'm excited to see.
Gonna have to see what's going on here.
Yeah, this one's cool. You never really know. I think that's one of the coolest parts about like innovation in Smash Brothers that has like carried throughout the years is like anything could be a controller at this point. Like,
That's true.
let's be real.
I've seen people play on a pumpkin.
Yes,
You know,
I
like
also saw the pumpkin. The
pumpkin.
pumpkin one was crazy.
Pumpkin one goes crazy. I really want to see like if we maybe play a traditional FGC character. Like, hey, you know, if you're looking for the lever controller,
Yo,
what are you cooking
imagine
here? Are
Bro
you
is
kidding me?
playing.
Like, are you
Imagine Bro is playing Link on a fight
Link?
stick.
Yeah,
on
exactly,
a fight
exactly.
stick.
Hey, you know?
The angles on the bomb throws would go absolute.
right? And it's actually interesting because a lot of characters do have very niche option selects,
Yeah.
but on an actual fight stick. Hey, you never know. You could probably secure those a little bit easier. Maybe the movement's a little easier.
Yeah.
Not sure. I mean, this could go any which way. I don't know.
Still trying to figure out. Yeah, he's playing with a fight stick production. Yeah, and that's why we may still be on this.
I think, yeah, still trying to figure out, oh, this doesn't have a USB, huh?
So when I got thrown on SmashCon commentary a couple months ago, like my first set was somebody trying to set up the slime controller, and
perfect.
Last was pumped. Last was like, oh my goodness, it is the Dragon Quest XI slime controller, and we waited maybe like 10 minutes to get that started, and it's like,
Really?
that's a lot of fill for
It
commentators.
still is a pro controller, though, right?
It was not syncing.
All right,
It
cool.
was and the worst part was, I don't even think that person played Hero.
Oh, boo. Come on.
Boo.
Yeah, come on.
But yeah,
Get
it
him
was
outta here.
it was insane. So once again, anything can be a controller if you have enough engineering skills.
That's true. You know, you never know what's going on because I mean, the controller modding community has gone
That's so true.
absolutely crazy. They've blown up. So
I don't even understand half the stuff they're saying.
All right.
When people started modding controllers back in my day, it was like, you want some notches. And I was like, cool, notches. Then it was
Notches.
like, everything now has like a very
it's like
specific
snapback
name.
control. It's got like
A
snapback protection.
fob,
Like,
like
yeah.
there's so much. Like, bro, I am still going to go 2-2 with whatever you hand me.
Yeah, give me the $300 controller and I'll show you what I can do. It's nothing.
I remember I once won like a fob in a raffle, and I just gave it to my
You
best
just-
friend. I gave it away.
Like, yeah, this is great. Throw it in the pile with
I
the rest.
I gave it to like my best friend who played Melee, and he was like, "You're really giving this,
This is
to me?"
crazy. I can't
was
believe
like,
you're the best.
I was like, "Bro, my controller's pink. Like, I don't want to give that up." Like,
Go. That's very girly pop of you.
thank you. Come on, man. You know I gotta throw it back to them.
It's all good. It's all good.
Every single Super Smash Con block, I was just thrown on there, and like that when that clip blew up, I was like, "What were you thinking?" I was like, "Bro, I didn't even have time to think about what I was
Thinking?
looking at."
What's that? Like,
Nobody thinks
I
what
don't
they
think-
can.
that was a gut reaction. if
All right,
anything.
production up there, trying to get we'll get the play-by-play on the production setup here for the
Yeah.
fight stick here.
We got to get like 3 different adapters, and
Yep.
then you can plug it in, and
Yeah.
then you might have to reset the console. Who knows? We're almost there.
I hope.
I hope. That's why we don't play on a fight stick, y'all.
Got to talk about it
I
though.
hate to say it.
Rise of Grind this year, of course, bigger than last year. Got a lot more games. Shoutouts to, of course, the Japanese arcade. I
Right.
love this venue because 1, it is so big. 2, it is always near some food. Like I know you and I were
True.
grabbing some like really good
True,
drinks and
true,
food
true.
a little bit earlier. So
Yeah.
once again, big shoutouts to Cactus and MRA for bringing us back out. I love this event for sure.
Yeah, this is one of the new hot rising events. It's always nice to see a
The
new
Rising, good one.
Like, yeah, it's always nice to see a new tournament series that has grown so quickly and so steadily.
Yeah.
Right? And just like a general improvement from last year, which was
Sure.
already stellar, set a standard.
Yeah, absolutely.
I think so. This has been a phenomenal event from start to finish. Do we have a pro controller for the guy? Does
Okay.
anybody have a pro controller?
I think-
Anybody?
I think also kind of going off of like your point there, I think a lot of players now value like a really like good schedule too. And I really like how we have been able to manage like singles in 2 days. Because back in the day, it really wasn't like that. It was
With
like
all best of 5, by the way.
yeah, true.
All best of
Rise and Grind,
5.
one of the only tournaments to do all best of 5 as well. And it's really nice to kind of see everybody kind of maximize how many matches they can. The
yeah.
college students obviously can still come and play singles. I remember I used to like not schedule classes on Fridays, fly out Thursday night, play in the major, and then I'd like take the red-eye flight home and go to my 8 a.m. class with my suitcase.
That's the
And my
commitment.
professors were always just like, "So where were you this weekend?" And I was just like, "All right, listen, my paper's
Ohio.
in on time." Yeah, Ohio, Michigan. I did that specifically for Genesis. like second week of classes. It was
Wild.
Don't do that.
3-hour difference, yeah.
I do have my college degree. But do not do that.
Yeah, not advised, but hey, that's all.
Gotta make it work.
That's what the rising and grinding is all about, right?
Hold
Like,
on.
you gotta do
All
that
right, here we
stuff.
go. Play-by-play part production. We're
I
plugging
think
something in.
I think we've got the relevant chords, hopefully.
I hope so.
And maybe we've updated the software. Who knows?
Something.
Can we get the... What is this? Is this the Game Shark?
Listen, man, I don't ask questions. That's all.
Kyle's just like, look, man, I don't care. Just let me play.
It happens. It happens. Listen, one great thing about Smash Ultimate, you can play with whatever controller you want to.
True,
We just
true.
gotta get there. Kyle's sitting up there.
After this icing, he's been iced. Iced out.
Strategic move, right?
Yes,
Kyle was
absolutely.
all smiley a little bit earlier, and now, definitely not.
All according to plan.
Yeah,
Yes.
absolutely.
Yes,
Playing the
my
mental
mastermind.
mind games of Cruz,
Yes,
actually.
my
All right, I think we're in. Are we in? We're discussing
Oh
which
yeah,
stage.
now we can discuss stages. Yes, excellent.
Y'all didn't do that like
Nope,
10 minutes
no,
ago?
we're not while you're waiting for the chords game.
Oh, of course.
So focus on the controller.
All right, can we go back to our original point here? What is Bro about to play?
Yeah.
Who is
knows?
Bro about to play? Write us in chat.
What is Bro's tag? We don't even know who this is.
Write in chat who you think this person's about to play. Get
Yeah.
a little bit fun here. These are the
Let's
fun
get it.
blocks,
Yeah,
y'all.
let's get it, chat.
We're going to Battlefield. I think that this is also a really good stage for Chrom.
Mario.
Yeah. You know what? If it's Mario and
Fight stick Mario.
you're wearing the Zelda lanyard, the Kingdom Hearts hat, and the fight stick, you got it. You got it.
Sora.
It's
It is
Sora.
Sora.
All right.
All right, so I'm not gonna lie. Someone who plays Sora on a Smash Box, I get it. All right, I get it.
Yeah? Why? Tell me why.
Because this character has really, really good air drift that if you micromanage your spacing, I think you can really make some people angry. And especially when you are dealing with a sword character, you need to sword yourself. And even if the sword's a Keyblade, you're just going to make it work.
Is this shut? I don't want to. It's definitely Mazukoto, but we'll see. Kyle not losing any stocks in that last one, so honestly, we can just get right into this here. Going up for just, once again, the up special. Not going to be able to find anything. But one of these things about Sora, I think Sora's definitely... Kyle, where
Are
you
you
going,
good,
bro?
Kyle? What the...
Yo,
okay.
you know what? Honestly, that's payback for the little funny.
Pro controller interference? What is happening, bro? Are you good? Oh,
It was
no.
all a play. It was all a play
okay.
to mess up Kyle.
I
That
guess
is
so. I mean,
funny.
somehow the fight stick interfering with it. I don't know.
Yo, Cruz is serious.
Cruz is going crazy already. I mean, we've had a little bit of technical difficulties, it looks like, man.
That's what Kyle gets for smiling. That's all I'm going to say.
Karma.
That's karma.
The karmic wheel spins yet again.
Bro's like, we can start over. I don't care. I'm good.
Okay, well, that's nice of him. I mean, we did wait.
I hope.
We did wait 10 minutes for him to fix the joke. So, I mean, hey, it's only fair.
It's only fair. I'm good. At least they're having a good time. Once again, side events are always a good time for everybody involved, right? It's just side events, and like especially it's Cruz. I would like to see the Cruz get a little bit loud here, though. Like, you know, I feel like Cruz has always kind of like been around, maybe a little bit forced at times. Like, how many times have we seen top players compete in crew battles over like the past like 2 years, right? It's been a lot, but I always like to see like the camaraderie of people. So we are going to start over. We are going to go back to Battlefield.
Cool.
We still don't have the tag of the person to the right, but that's totally okay. We got Sora. What do you think about this matchup, Mr. Sora, man?
Well, I actually think that because Chrom like really wants to like have a very simple flowchart, runs at your face a lot, I feel like Sora really likes that because he can be the mosquito, just stand on the outside of your space. And
Nice,
kinda
Kyle.
mess you up.
Sweet.
Kyle already starting off really well. Love that for him.
You don't get a second one on the restart, okay?
Yeah, sorry. You got your
that's
mulligan
Chrom.
already.
Yeah, absolutely. So this is Demix, everybody. You never know. Sometimes the in-game tag never like kind of matches the actual tag here.
Right.
But this is already a much better start for Tamusa here. And honestly, Demix just kind of has to play perfectly to even this back up.
Okay, yep, getting the up air ladder. Still unable to really connect too much. I think that Sora's floatiness doesn't really allow him to catch some of those like higher up challenges, combos.
Still though, Demyx playing the ledge game pretty well on Sora. You have tons of ways that you can stall out time. I like the way that Kyle's also respecting the back air. Sora back air is one of those like kind of crazy moves that's very, very strong, and if it's spaced perfectly, is very hard to get around. But still, going for the aerial swoop, going to be able to hit one of it. But it's a little bit slower of a match compared to like what I would expect Swords to be, right? A lot of this like spacing, neutral aerial game, I would expect them to kind of be in their face a little bit more.
Yeah, I would definitely hope so. So far, Kyle's starting to get his spacing right, be a little bit less aggressive, just trying to be as kind of passive as possible, knowing that if Demyx isn't really going to go in for an aggressive approach, he doesn't really have to do so either. He's just going to have to flash shield a lot. I mean, he's looking for some parries here. I think that's going to give him the frame differential that he needs to get in.
Okay, still Kyle trying to line up on the ledge here, trying to catch, and will be able to get the back air here, get on the board. And once again, with Battlefield, this allows for Kyle to have some great movement and pick the approach option smart, right? 61% not going to be able to get the drag down on the up special here, but great roll through into the side special as well. But I love the way Demyx just going to go for the back throw here. Good air dodge by Kyle, but unfortunately Thundaga is going to catch, going for the up smash, not going to be able to find it.
I appreciate the attempt. I mean, I know Nair 1 can sometimes lead into it, but Nair 2 is actually a lot easier to connect with things like that. So might need to go a little bit more committed if you're going to be getting the first hit confirmed. Gotta get some more.
Okay, still, once again, great back air. Once again, we're talking about this just a little bit more. I'm also liking the way that Demyx is also always trying to throw out the forward air coming up from ledge as well. That covers so much space, and thanks to Sora's aerial mobility, that covers a lot more. Okay, no tech, not exactly punished though. Still, Kyle is up a 4-stock-to-1 kind of lead right now. The aerial swoop not going to be enough, but not going to be able to find anything.
Yeah, so far this has been a pretty even stock. Neither of them really able to find anything significant until you catch the jump from ledge with a forward tilt, and all of a sudden things get really interesting. Kyle now leading the charge yet again with a 2-to-1.
Oh, hit it. Oh, not going to be able to find it though, but Kyle, once again, nice with the crumb, and he's really looking for it. I mean, this is the event, this is the side event to kind of style in for sure, but honestly, things still looking pretty good, but it's been a very, very kind of like slow pace for both of these characters.
Yeah, so far getting out of some dangerous scrapes is Kyle, but he gets swept up by the Thundaga. Fortunately, the air dodge not going to be able to help you out. And just get caught a little bit of too much damage, but I will say, like, Sora is very light. One of the things that Kyle has been finding a lot of difficulty in is getting some of his confirms, some of his, like, consistent combos, just because Sora being light and floaty and the holding out on the DI has been pretty good for Demyx to avoid some of these extended strings.
Okay, once again, moving through the back air and will be able to find the Blizzaga. Thanks to Battlefield, though, you have tons of ways that you can escape very, very safely, too. Demyx going to be able to grab ledge here, but has to be so careful. Great Blizzaga going for the up air, but Kyle always ready for the counter. Still, though, we are back to the Wild West standoff. One more F-tilt from that range will definitely be it. We have Thundaga on board, but unfortunately props above. I don't think Kyle was ready for it.
I mean, Kyle, I think, recognized that he might have had just enough threat distance to go for that, but even with the great air drift that Chrom has, you can still find more consistent stuff here on the ledge, and that's going to be the side beat looking for it. This is the one time that he's able to confirm all of those hits of the side beat. The Dragon Dance is going to be like one of those things that, I mean, we saw Demyx fall out of a couple times just because of the light floatiness of Sora, and this time he gets his mark, so very nice.
5 stocks taken for Kyle so far. UTA very, very comfortably in the lead right now. And now we honestly just kind of wait for the rest of the roster from Temusa here.
Yeah, and now that I'm thinking about it, I'm wondering if Temusa stands for Texas A&M University San Antonio. I feel like that sounds familiar.
If that's it, and you just cracked the code, you're nuts.
I mean, I'm from Texas, so.
All right, hold on. You were born in Texas. You live in MDVA.
Yeah. So
Do you think that's what it is?
I lived in Texas for 22 years, so I know enough about like the colleges around this area. So it's like it makes sense.
Well, I knew you like lived in Texas.
But that's the thing. A lot of these colleges, like I know if it is actually San Antonio, I don't know what SA stands for, but I think TAMU has always been Texas A&M University in Texas. So I know that for sure. However, I don't know. A lot of these colleges have had like sometimes they crop up new like auxiliary schools in like different states where you have like a 2-year program, and then they give you the ability to transfer into the real like the 4-year university that it originally came from. So like UT Arlington in this case, you could get a 2-year like you go there for 2 years, then you go to UT Texas Austin. So
interesting. Once again, collegiate smash. Collegiate everything. So super cool.
Right, and the ability to actually get those opportunities via esports is definitely new to me, right? Like that's the thing that when I was going to college here, did not happen.
Nope, did not happen for me either.
Yeah.
I don't know how many of y'all are like have parents that are like, what are you doing this weekend? Doing your little gaming thing? My parents, or my mom, still does not believe I get paid for this.
Well,
She's like, you're lying.
contrary to popular belief, we do get paid some amount.
We still buy our flights to majors like you guys do. Don't
That's
worry.
true. Don't worry about it. Yeah.
I got
It's all
some
good.
great points. I'm not gonna.
It's all good.
I got some great flight points. But once again, welcome to Rise and Grind. We got SSB Kid and Colt on the side stream.
Okay.
That's a good pair.
That is a fire pairing. Love to see it. Those two hard workers.
Yeah,
obviously,
absolutely.
like,
The grinders.
Yeah, exactly.
Absolutely.
It feels like this is a celebration of those people who go out there and work their butts off,
Yes.
trying to get themselves a leg up on the competition, to make a mark for themselves, make a name for themselves. And now in crews, it feels like what could be, looks like to me, a collegiate battle.
Sheesh.
It's going to be UTA continuing with Kyle on the last stock for him.
Yeah.
And the next player who's now ready to go.
It is 5v5 as well, so if Kyle were to be eliminated here, Kyle has taken down 2 people.
Oh, yeah.
Which is like almost half the squad.
6 stocks taken thus far. So
Yeah. Looking really,
incredible
really
stuff.
good for Kyle. This is
Incredible.
Jose OMG. That's a good... Okay, well, I'm not going to say
Oh.
the other text.
Cool. Well,
We
he's
got
subbing in
Jose.
for somebody, but hey,
Not
you
gonna say
want to
that
know
tag.
who it
You
is?
guys, the production definitely wants me to be Twitter clip
Ayo.
of the day. I'm not going to do it.
Yeah, I
So
like-
shout
I
out
like
to
this
Jose
job.
stepping up here to try and get rid of this Crom.
Yeah.
Leading Crom, I think we already talked about this, is kind of crazy.
It is a high risk, high reward situation, right? Because if even after like the first round, you know that you're fighting Crom, you send in
Yes.
the second guy, hoping that they have the skills to pay the bills to beat Crom, and then it fails. You take 2 stocks, but not enough.
How do
Now
you
where we
feel about the town and city pick? Like, for fighting against Crom is one
We only
thing.
have 1 stock.
We got 1 stock, but
It's Ness.
yeah, it's Ness, so that makes sense,
I
right?
mean, yeah, there's small. Like, there's not a lot of room in the blast zones to work with. Kyle is going to be really out of luck if he's looking for the traditional routes back to ledge.
Okay, here we go. Jose, OMG. Kyle needs to drop 2 stocks here, but still living at 13, still double digits. See if Jose is going to be able to get rid of the menace known as Kyle. Get the 3-2-1, and here we go. We'll see what exactly is going to happen here. How do you think the platforms are going to affect this matchup, though?
Well, I would say in this setup, Kyle can still recognize that there's a lot of great confirms, a lot of great conversions here to be made on the platforms, but I mean, this is a low ceiling place where, I mean, he doesn't really have to worry too much about the vertical combos.
Oh, hey,
Speaking
remember what
of
I
which,
said about Town and City?
Sheesh. Okay, you really thought that you could play a little bit aggressively against Crom like that. Kyle actually is one of the best in terms of an aggressive playstyle.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, the smaller sides here, this is what I was kind of worried about here. And Kyle just hitting the Rombo right now.
If you died there,
Please.
I would never forgive you. Oh
Going a
no,
little
he actually.
too high, but not going to be able to capitalize off of it. Still, jab back air is going to connect, and now Jose just
Oh.
trying to use the passive round. Unfortunate.
Hard to see. But I mean, hey, Jose just going to have to find something here. Just take 1 stock. That's the name of the game. You don't have to do too much. Just clean up this stock.
And still finding the first snare and still backing off. I appreciate the spacing from Jose too, especially when this Crom, the moment that Kyle has been getting the hands on everybody, has been closing out stocks like nobody's business.
Okay.
F Smash is going to connect, and now PK Thunder, but great air dodge in by Kyle. That was so smart. Back air 1 is going to connect. We just need 1 more, but I feel like Jose should be up on the ledge just a little bit more.
Yeah, it feels like the edge guard is a little bit half-baked. Not really sure what the
There it
play
is.
is here, but we're going to get a nice air-to-air. Back air
The
is going
sigh
to
of
be the...
relief.
Yeah, definitely. Jose on 2. All right, we got him.
Yes!
We have defeated the evil. Now,
Kyle.
who's next for UTA? That's the question. You could pick any of your 4 other players, and Beastly is sitting ready to go. There's not a lot of stocks left from Tamusa, so
You also have Memphis on the UTA squad as well.
Yep,
I got to
and
watch
also
them
Atomic.
yesterday
Yep.
for the first time, and that Peach was moving in squads.
yes.
So honestly, it could go either way. Once again, it's a collegiate team. You know, all these players are good. You know what I mean? It's
Signed
kind of
for
tough.
a reason, right? Like they cultivate that natural talent, and they're given their opportunities because they have proven themselves to be sufficient.
Yeah.
So.
We'll see.
I mean,
we'll see.
It's tough. I will say, like, Tamusa, this is one of those things where, yeah, even though you're down by a lot of stocks, you still got to and try to figure out, like, is this the time where you pull out your best player to try to get things back on track and swing the momentum, or do you just kind of let them anchor and hope that even in the final hour they're still going to do the job?
Absolutely. We'll see who we got coming up to bat here. I have to say, the UTA jersey, definitely one of my favorites.
Pretty clean, yeah.
No, that's a very, very clean jersey. There are some jerseys out there that are like all over the place. That is a very tasteful jersey.
For sure. Like, it's clean. It's like it's a little bit minimalistic, right? You see like the
But that's
outline of like
okay.
the mascot on it, but it's not like full color. It's actually really nice.
Yeah, for sure. That gets my A+ jersey of the day. Smashcaster's
Correct.
rating fashion is certainly,
A little sus.
yeah, a little sus, but that's a jersey I like.
Take it from commentators. We actually know how to dress.
I don't know about all me.
Okay, well, most of us.
Yeah, you do.
I'll
Yo,
speak for
your
us.
top 8 fit tomorrow,
Oh.
no spoilers, is gonna be heat.
Okay. Well, let's not. Yeah, I was gonna
Nerf
say
on
let's.
top 8, man. That's
Let's not build the hype too early, but hey, let's see what's going on in the rest of this set. We got Jose OMG, one stock left, and carrying the hopes of his team to try to stop the bleeding.
So gotta get on the correct side here. So we'll see who UTA is winning. It's always the funny, like, it's
Is
the
this Atomic? No. I know Atomic plays Rob. No, Atomic plays Joker.
it's always the in-game tag of one character and then it's the other.
Yeah. Either way, we've still got really, really good. Yeah, we'll see.
Okay, here we go.
Good matchup here in Rob versus Ness. I mean, this is a smart pick for UTA. Okay, Peach Fuzz is the.
Okay,
player here.
that
So
makes
we got
sense.
Peach Fuzz. Yep, gonna go back down to the last stock, and again, we're back on Town and City. It feels like a really good stage for crews when you just need to take one stock.
Yeah, absolutely. Especially with Rob. I mean, we can only imagine the gyro rotor arms that are about to kind of pursue here. But I like how Jose is just instantly trying to just be wary of the gyro just a little bit more here as our new friend Peach Fuzz coming up to bat. Great tag. I like this one.
Yeah, definitely a fun one. Still looking for a little bit too much of the panic air dodge back down to ledge, and yeah, Peach Fuzz not going to be playing around with that. Still getting caught by a lot of the magic hands. This is a great way for Ness to get the air to airs and some good combos, but missing out on the grab pickup.
Okay, still really, really good stuff. Good spacing, of course, from both players. Peach Fuzz going to go back, grab the gyro, and throw it. Big laser time, trying to catch the jump with the back air. But great parry on the Ness one. There's the forward throw, trying to get the gyro toss. Just a little bit too early on the up air, but that would have connected. Gyro, double gyro toss. I'm waiting for the rotor arms, man. I've seen
Down
Rob
air.
too many times, but the down air, unfortunately, not going to be able to connect.
Yeah, I like the timing. Still trying to figure out the kinks and everything. But I mean, I do appreciate the effort, right? The cogs are turning. You can definitely tell that Peach Fuzz is ready with the right options. Good shot calling thus far. Just maybe missing out on the execution, but it's okay. We're looking for a higher kill here off the top. That is Sound City.
There it is for sure. The Rob up air going to come on in. Good on Peach Fuzz. Got 3 players down for Tamusa.
Yep.
2 left.
Yeah, starting to get down to the wire. UTA Esports continues to break away significant lead in stocks. This is one of those things. I know that it was only a 1 stock to 3 game. It was going to end kind of early, but UTA, I mean, it felt like when they sent in Peach Fuzz, the game plan was there, the flow chart was there, and I mean, it really felt like he just didn't have to think too much. He just did what he needed to do and cleaned it up. And unfortunately for Jose OMG, I mean, now he just loses another stock, and then the team is still having to figure out the next player.
Yeah, absolutely. It's just looking a little bit rough. You're down like 2 whole players. I don't know if our format is... So I've casted a lot of collegiate crews in my day. Casting collegiate crews remotely is awesome, a lot of fun. Sometimes they do like best of 3 collegiate crews. I don't know if we're best of 1 here.
I actually don't know. I would imagine it's... I think it's best of 1,
I think it's best of 1.
but it's double Eland probably.
Ooh,
Or at
okay.
least, I mean, I can just double check.
Yeah.
We'll see what's it says on the bracket, because this is a it's a different situation with every different crew battle, right? I've seen like 15 different ways for how people run their
Yeah,
their
absolutely.
significant crews. So
That's the fun part about crews too, is that you can run it, 3v3, 5v5, best of 3. So we'll see exactly how this one is going to go. Is it
I think
best
it's
of
probably
one?
it looks like it's probably best of 1.
Okay, best of 1. We'll take
Yeah,
it.
they're not really reporting scores or anything like that, so it looks like it's just best of 1, and it isn't actually double Eland.
It's just single Eland?
It looks like it's just single
Oh,
Eland.
jeez.
Okay, so either way, there's a lot of interesting interesting names. Looks like there is another TMU.
Yo, just go to the Start GG for some of these names. They're very interesting, if you will.
I mean, Club Smash, like, representing some teams.
Yeah,
the French Dimension, a funny one.
The French Dimension is crazy.
Love French Dimension. And then the International Tryhards, that's a good one.
That is fantastic.
Love that one, love that one.
Big fans of Indonesia is definitely.
4 cheaters and a Toon Link.
Four cheaters and a Toon Link?
Very
That's
good, very
good. All right. we
Papa
got-
John. Yo.
He's here.
Whoa, Papa. Is that him?
He's here. That's
Oh
what
my God.
Papa John is a Yoshi
The
man.
day of reckoning is finally here. No way. That's crazy.
No!
Never mind. That's a 0 to death. I'm sorry. I shouldn't have said anything.
No way.
Okay, it's all good. Just stay tuned. Stay tuned. Stay tuned.
All right, anyway, Papa John doing the best to fight back right now. The problem is with Yoshi is sometimes he's a little too heavy, and then you get caught up in the rotor arms, and then you're kind of done for, right? But doing the best right now, but Peach Fuzz, once again, playing so well here, too. I like the spot dodge, going for the down special, not going to be able to find anything. And Papa John playing the evasive game. We're going to go in when Papa John feels like it.
Yeah, but there's still like a lot of egg throws that I'm not seeing for Papa John. I'm wondering if like, okay, we're seeing it a couple times here and there, but you got to use it as a zoning tool. Right now, Peach Fuzz doing a lot by getting a little bit of like an advantage started, getting a couple hits, and then waiting for the double jump, right? The double jump arbor is going to ruin a lot of those combos, but if you wait it out, you can still pick something up afterwards, and I think that's what Peach Fuzz wants.
Down throw is going to be the option into the up smash, and Peach Fuzz, once again, carrying on Kyle's legacy so well right now, and still carrying out 3 stocks to 1 right now. Papa John trying to find the egg, not going to be able to find anything, but here comes Peach Fuzz. Beautifully placed Nair, and finds the up air as well. Great gyro toss once more, trying to go for the catch, unfortunately not going to be able to catch it, but I'm loving the aggressive fairs coming up from ledge as well. Stops the edge guard potentially, but Papa John still just struggling to just get boots on ground.
Yeah, and those boots are trying to do the work here, but it looks like the tail cannot find its mark either. The up air not going to connect, and we're still trying to get any advantage state worth writing home about. I don't know. At this point, we've still got more work to do here, flanking with that gyro, but it just deletes it from existence. Doesn't really do too much. You get a little coverage with that the stars on the down B. I don't know. Can we continue this pressure?
Okay, back air is going to come out from Papa John here as now Peach Fuzz is going to go high in the sky, tries to land with a Nair, but great air dodges. A lot of these up tilts aren't converting into stocks because of great air dodges from Peach Fuzz here. So still, I mean, both players just trying to find their mark here. I'm liking the utility usage from Peach Fuzz, excuse me. Still trying to line up for the back air, not going to be able to find anything. Going for the up smash and the F smash here. Down throws the option.
Might be it.
Up air? Nah, definitely not it.
No, I
Come
was going to say,
on.
well, if it was up smash, I think it could have. But, I mean, up air, the fact that we went for up air, I mean, yeah,
Hey, what about
it's all
that
right.
one?
We get that definitely. That's definitely going to do it. With all that rage that Rob acquired, it's going to be a really tough situation, even for as heavy of a character as Yoshi to survive here on the lower ceilings of PS2 at that height. So, very tough stuff.
Okay. Really, really good stuff from Peach Fuzz. Once again, saying, you know what, Kyle, I'm going to do you one better and finish off the crew for you.
Yeah.
And then we don't even need to send in Beastly or Memphis.
Yeah.
We're
I mean,
good.
Yeah, it feels like UTA has definitely established themselves as a strong contender for crews thus
Yeah,
far
absolutely.
in this first round. I mean, technically, this is round 2 for them. They didn't have a round 1 match, but this is a really good opportunity for them to kind of set themselves apart from the competition and be like, look, you don't want to mess with us. We don't even have to show you what the rest of our team is cooking down the line because we clear this first one before it becomes a problem.
It's Majora. He's the best.
Gotta love
Majora is
Majora.
one of the best, man. Shout outs to the Smash photographers. They are all just, like, awesome.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, I was telling Majora, like, I really like that he has, like, a unique style and everything like that. Like,
Yeah.
the way that he
Just
does
get in the
lighting and
shot,
everything
man.
Like that. Like, come
Come
on,
say
honestly.
hi. Come say
Yeah,
hi. No,
come on, get over here. Come on, get over here. What's
It's
wrong
Cruz.
with you,
It's
man?
Cruz.
It's
Nah,
okay, it's
production's
okay,
like,
it's
nah.
okay. Yeah, production's like, oh, okay, stinger now. All right, we got it. But it's okay. I mean, we've still got one more player, it looks like, for Tamusa. And this is going to be a really tough challenge. Big hill to climb.
Yeah, this one's going to be a little bit more rough than you could probably expect here, but just picking out the stage right now. I mean, Rob is definitely a really great... There's a lot of great Cruz characters, right? Rob is definitely one of them. Oh, what song are we picking?
Happy Net.
I don't know what this one
Huh?
is. I didn't even know this one existed. I think everybody, like... I know, like, every single one that people want to go to on PS2, right? Like, that one's obvious. Like, the champion battles...
Come on.
Pac-Man?
Pac-Man.
last characters, Pac-Man.
Let's go. Okay.
Oh my
so
God, you are blessed this.
Yeah, really.
This
I mean,
group battle.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Tamusa, I mean, they definitely have a couple players with some characters that I enjoy watching and casting here, but already want to see what Pick-Pack has to bring to the table. Looks like we've got the interesting matchup that I actually don't really like as much.
Why do you not like it?
Because Rob has really fast projectiles. He can kind of box out the hydrant as well, and he makes it so that you can't really charge your fruit as effectively as you'd like. So he has really fast aerials that can challenge Pac-Man's also fast aerials.
I gotta say though, Pick-Pack is a great tag for a Pac-Man. Fantastic, like really, really good stuff. Still though, already Pick-Pack doing what Pac-Man does best, and that is set up shop in the center of the stage and make sure that you can't really get too comfortable. Now granted, the projectile wars are still kind of going back and forth here. Going for the grab here, but instead it will whiff, and then Pick-Pack's gonna get a grab of their own here. So now we just gotta figure out what's going on. Okay, we have Key though.
Yeah, and a good knowledge of the angles to say, okay, I don't actually have to do anything. I can just keep charging fruit while this hydrant arcs above my head. And still, you got to be aware when Rob comes in for the clutch melee opportunities. He's looking for the hand-to-hand scrap.
Okay, still looking for potentially another rotor arms here, but unable to find a great catch on the Nair as well. Pick-Pack, the trampoline is still going to be there, but Magnet Hands will be gracious there. Great back air above the grab as well. And now Peach Fuzz can honestly hang back just a little bit more, let Pac-Man set up shop because it's Pick-Pack is the one who needs to start approaching here.
Right. You can tell why he's putting the trampoline right there because he knows that if he gets down aired, which is inevitable at this point, Peach Fuzz is looking for it every single time. He just goes straight down into the trampoline, right back up to grab ledge and get that iframe opportunity. So this is a really good placement for him. He just got to keep that going, but I want to see if Peach Fuzz tries to get something else, maybe a back air to try to mix up that DI.
Absolutely. Laser still coming out here. Once again, we're taking it as kind of like a slower chip, right, at that damage here. Good air dodge down from Pick-Pack, though. Just gotta land it, though. I want to see, like you were talking about, a little bit more of that, like, kind of the mix-up options here coming out from both players, but you got Hydrant here going for the little bounce here, but Rob is a little bit, you know, can avoid that pretty easily.
Right, I was wondering why we're seeing like a consistent drop of Hydrant on ledge. You know, I know sometimes it can be good as an edge guard, but I've also seen people drop it on the platform, drop it a little bit farther in, closer to center stage, just so you can get some water shenanigans if you see a roll in from Rob, for example. And good disengage, and then right back into it. I love it. Pick-Pack not going to get caught by the typical Peach Fuzz up smash combos.
Okay, no tech, but the gap attack is also going to help. Exchanging of hitboxes there is going to go in Peach Fuzz's favor. Lines up with the back air, it's not going to be enough. I think I just want to see a run-up smash from Peach Fuzz at this point. Right?
Would be nice. I mean, but those couple up smashes that we saw in that last couple seconds, I mean, Pick-Pack avoided very effectively, so I don't know if that's something that Peach Fuzz can really rely on, especially now since even the down air, which is, well, it was working. The up throw still going to be a great option. Catch defensive.
Pick-Pack last stock for Tamusa here, but going to try and hold it out for an entire 12 stocks. That would be the best crew battle of all time. If one Pac-Man with one stock could do it, anyone could do it. Oh no, Rob with Bell is horrifying Nerve.
Yes. That is really terrifying because Rob can do a lot of the more laggy options with the Bell, not to mention setting up for an offstage prowess that he's exerting here on the side B. Very nice stuff.
Good stuff from UTA, University of Texas Arlington, for winning the crew battle. It only took 2 players, like you were talking about. Definitely one of the strongest in this crew battle bracket. Right. Really, really good stuff.
Well, technically it was 3, right? Technically, UTA brought 3 players up, right? No, just 2?
Just 2? Damn. I think so.
Whoa, okay, yeah, very, very strong team. Obviously keeping the rest of their secret. Okay, keep your secrets. Keep them in the bag. They'll be ready to bring it out against the next potential challenger for them.
Yo, they got the esports photographer already. Like, yo, come on, let's go take a picture.
Everybody cross your arms. Everybody cross your arms, or like, yeah, cross your arms, or like look angry. Okay. Anyway. But yeah, the winner of Club Smash and French Dimension is going to be facing off against UTA Esports after that victory there.
Don't even put the other 3 in the picture.
Yeah, it's like, okay. Beastly get in the back.
The whole lineup
what did you do? What did you do, Beastly?
The whole lineup is there. It's like, bro, come on.
Kyle being like, I got it, yeah!
Put Kyle in the front.
Okay, now Kyle can start cheesing a little bit. That's okay. It's okay.
A little bit. Do we have our next set production?
It does look like, well...
What do we got?
I believe it's the winner of Ego Esports and Bomb Unfair
Oh, Bomb Unfair. I like
That's
that
funny,
one.
that's funny.
What do you think the funniest crew name is?
Like in this one?
Yeah, just in general, like
What?
in the cruise bracket.
What is this?
I think the 4 cheaters and a Yoshi with something is like insanely funny.
It's CTS Clown Juice Drinkers.
No, I don't like that one.
You don't like that one?
No, I
Okay.
don't like.
I do
Give me
think-
the full like government for the 4 cheaters and a Yoshi or whatever.
Okay, that's fine. Let me see what I got. I mean, I will say like a lot of these names are, they're college teams, so it's like, you can't
That's not.
can't
fun.
judge them for that. Can't judge them for that, but that's okay. International Tryhards was really
International
good. I do
Tryhards is a
like
good
that.
one.
Dusk with Blandon. Okay, I don't really get that one. Okay. Okay, cool. So I think it's another TAMU. It might be another collegiate team versus big fans of Indonesia plus Shigura, who I saw in the low tiers bracket. I think they played Ganondorf then, but I'm not sure who they made.
We're big fans of Indonesia. Who we got on there?
Ah,
I don't like that.
Broken and MFA and Double D and Shigura and Skits.
That's a good team.
Good team. Good diversity of players. I think MFA, if he plays the same person, if he plays Olimar like he did in doubles, then that'll be a little bit of a niche pick. A lot of people don't know how to deal with Olimar.
Ever.
And then, yeah, Double D, who I saw also, I think was partnered with MFA, played DK then. So, might be a DK.
Cool. We got Broken too.
Yep.
Broken in squads yesterday versus Louis Money was like my favorite set of
Known
the day.
commentator lover Broken.
Bro,
Commentator
why
enjoyer.
you gotta start it? Why
Commentator
you gotta
enjoyer
start
Broken.
it? Come
Let's
on.
go. All right, hey, it's all good. We still got the other team though, which is TMUC. Again, we don't really know. Like, I think it's a collegiate team. I really think so.
They just throw us on here. They don't give us much to work with.
Yeah, we just here's a crew. Let's go.
All right,
there
they're
they
up
are.
there.
There's the players.
Another fight stick.
Yes.
Nerf.
That's
Another
crazy.
fight stick.
That's crazy. Did we? Okay. Yeah, we got it. So yeah, it's TAMUC. Oh, okay, that makes sense. So Paradigm, Maple, Renegona, Master Byron, and Sword Chicken 1 are the players here for TAMUC. All right. We'll see how this goes. Cool. So Double D versus Renegona first. All right. Cool. Renegona is on the right. Double D on the left. Given the DK headband, I'm thinking it's gonna be DK, baby.
Nope, bro's definitely not going to be playing DK.
Oh, okay.
I don't know.
The call out.
Once again, it's the same thing with like Mario Main 445. Definitely like plays DLC or something. I keep forgetting that Steve is banned.
I occasionally forget too, but then I also remember that.
Can you give me the full name of the 4 cheaters? Like
It's 4 cheaters and a Toon Link, and their tags are.
no, it's much longer than that.
Oh, is it?
Yes, it is much longer than
Oh, 4 cheaters and a Toon Link walk into a ... I don't got the full name.
that. No, but you copied it to your clipboard, so go to your notes.
Oh my god. This
no,
is-
I have to know.
Okay,
I'm so
okay,
sorry.
okay, I got you.
Shopping list.
Yeah, no, something.
Oh, never
There
mind.
you go.
So-
Okay, well, we're doing really well here. Good start.
Okay, wait, hold on. It's
Violet.
4 cheaters and a Toon Link walk into a bar.
Walk into a bar.
All right, it is a
that does
DK.
track. That does track.
Ooh, this matchup for Donkey Kong might not be my favorite nerf.
Okay.
It's Donkey Kong Violet. That's
Yeah,
a little
well,
bit of juggle time.
Oh yeah, this is one of those infamous matchups where we've all seen the clip. Let's be real.
What clip?
The up B into up B into up B.
I see.
We're gonna see it again. Yep, here he is. Yep, okay, off the top. Woo, there it is. What did I say?
Wow, that was great, nerf.
It's-
I've never
it's-
seen that before.
It's like we just watched a Twitter clip and we just made that our entire game plan. Let's go.
Oh wait, send him off. Can you not make it back? That's so
Let's
sick.
go.
That's so
yes,
sick.
yes.
Let's go.
Karma.
This is
That's what you
crews are
get.
about. Finally, all right, we're starting to get into the belligerency of crews,
Oh.
yo.
Oh, we're-
Ragona is pissed.
Oh, yeah, I was going to say, this is one of those DKs. Oh, this is one of
Nah, you
those
gotta go
DKs.
home. Nah,
Oh,
okay.
I'm sorry. I was unfamiliar with your game, my friend. Oh, I've got a lot more respect for this guy after this one. Let's go.
here we go. Up throw into the back air, going for the down air here. Once again, this matchup can be so miserable for Donkey Kong, but Renegona here playing extremely well. Up throw, up air, El Clasico for DK here. Finds the back air. Not going to go all the way off there. I mean, Violet can do some tricky things with that Sword of the Creator, but the dash attack will be up B, scooped into the Nair. Once again, going for it once more, and will be able to find it. This crew battle is starting off so well, Nerve.
Boy, I mean, I was gonna say, like, look how little time has passed, but holy cow, look at all that time. But we've still got more pressure here on the shield.
Oh,
Just takes him off stage.
Bro,
See ya!
Bro was mashing so hard in the camera.
All right, Double
Yeah.
D even like, yeah.
Yeah.
You thought that was unwinnable, didn't you? Oh.
Yeah, my fault. That's the, what's the Twitter saying? Like, my fault I was unfamiliar with your game. Yeah,
yes, yes.
that's me right now. I was like, what Twitter clip are you talking about?
Yeah.
That one.
I mean, it was an inspired approach.
Inspired for
It
sure.
was an inspired approach.
And then just the 0 to death right after. That's some good stuff, honestly. It's nice to hear the crews kind of like get loud and chant, right?
Yeah. 'Cause,
So,
I mean, when you see
Bro is
some
running up the stairs.
shenanigans
Good
like
for this
that,
person. Yo, I saw
The
a
initiative.
little hustle right now.
But like when you're feeling yourself, you gotta get your team hyped up, and especially when you see some shenanigans,
Right.
you gotta let them know that's some crazy stuff.
Yeah, absolutely. Really, really good stuff, of course. What we got coming up to bat? Nice hoodie.
Oh yeah,
A one piece, everybody.
it's real.
It is real.
That's what they say.
This is
Master
Master Byron stepping up here.
Master Byron.
Now, what character would you send in to take one stock off of Donkey Kong?
To one stock off of Donkey Kong. I mean, if it's not Pac-Man,
Okay.
I would say it's probably like something with a sword. Something
Okay.
with a sword. Roy. No, maybe not Roy. I don't know. The weirdo tag? Okay. Oh no.
Make it the arrow. You're
Oh,
raw if you make it the
no.
arrow. Oh.
Okay.
You imagine?
All right.
If it fit in the in-game tag, I'm with stupid.
I was
that would
stupid.
be-
Yeah, I literally was
with
just
like
thinking the same thing.
the doubles team, like I'm with stupid, and then the
Just
arrows pointing to
stupid.
each
It's like
other.
yeah, exactly.
I'm with stupid. Stupid. Yeah.
That's funny.
We love to see that.
It's me. I'm stupid.
It's me. I'm stupid.
All right. Gonna get back into it.
I just
and,
love how everyone's happy. Like
Oh, yeah.
that's such a good feeling. Like pools were
All good
very,
vibes,
very
though.
intense today. You had MK Leo, of course, getting upset. You also had Chase getting upset as well by
True.
Pharaoh from New Jersey. So
True.
it's nice to kind of see like everybody kind of like get off bracket just a little bit and still have a good me gunner. No, we're just disconnecting, right? Okay, we know Donkey
Yeah.
Kong. Pikachu.
Okay, yeah, no, that
this makes
actually,
sense.
no,
Yeah,
that I should have said
yeah,
Pikachu. Honestly, this makes way more sense what I said. All right, cool. So Pikachu should be an easy dub, right? Like in theory, on
In
paper.
theory.
In theory, on paper. But Double D going absolutely crazy in that last one against the quote-unquote unwinnable.
What is unwinnable in this game? Let's be real.
I mean,
What is truly unwinnable?
whatever Sonic says.
All right.
All right. Let's
You got
get
it.
Let's go. Yep, run up, turn around, raw back air, and we got the train going. Choo-choo.
Yeah, already, but I like the way that Double D is just kind of like, yeah, I'm gonna get out of there real quick. But unfortunately for them, you're playing against Pikachu, who once he gets the Nair loops, it really kind of hurts. But the thing is about Pikachu also pretty light too, so if we're able to see some kind of bold call-outs that we saw a little bit earlier, shouldn't be too bad. Going for the up tilt onto the platform, not going to be able to find anything. And now Master Byron has the opportunity to get something rolling here. Not going to go for the down air though, but instead just going to pick up the forward air, trying to get the thunder, but great evasion from Double D.
Yeah, looking for the style clip here. Obviously, Master Byron trying to get that drag down with the thunder. Unfortunately, unable to do anything here. The pressure with the neutral B unable to really catch the ledge grab as well. Double D still going to play with the stage control for a little longer.
Yeah, absolutely. Still looking real well. I like how Double D is trying to line up for the back air because honestly, at a certain point, when you're Donkey Kong, you have the rage. It could definitely lead into something. Oh,
No
no.
way.
Gonna take it for a
Okay.
ride. All right, no,
Whoa,
I'm not
but
gonna find
we,
it.
oh, wait a second. So we almost had the play with the cargo throw. Good mash out, but still unable to avoid that down air. Lucky it didn't spike, so gotta be careful here going forward because right now Pikachu incredibly light, very close to a glass cannon, but you're gonna use that cannon effectively at least.
Down smash was great idea, but the DK Cyclone going to stop the potential loss here. Up tilt, just raw, not going to be able to go for it. I love the option. I think Master Byron's doing a really good job of just recognizing, you know what, I don't have advantage. Let me not just like throw myself in. You do want to get one stock before you go.
Right, but I mean, he's trying every kill option in the book. Dash attack not going to do it. Up air was looking like it was going to lead into something, but it wasn't able to do anything here. Looking for a nair, but we get a trade on that quick attack. Unable to do more than just a shield poke or shield pressure.
Up smash, but I think the forward throw this time will do it. And Double D going to be able to get one stock off of Master Byron, now cementing a very, very big lead here for big fans of Indonesia and Shigura here. Okay, tag.
I mean, here's the problem.
Go ahead.
DK doesn't really have the ability Pikachu doesn't really have the ability to kill very often. You need some good confirms and maybe an unsafe dash attack on shield is going to be what you need to find a secured option. You still don't lose too much ground, only a stock lost, and we're bringing it back to closer to even.
Yeah, I'm liking that we have the energy up in the room and that the games are a little bit closer, right?
Yeah,
like, here we go. So, all right, this person is wearing a Wario hoodie.
Okay.
Do they play Wario?
50-50.
50-50. Go either way. Now, there's some fire merch here. I like the EXE booth over there. That's where Double D's bandana came from, by the way. So big shout outs to them. Shout outs to all of our sponsors for this weekend.
Yeah.
But they have the sandbags in front of us that I've just been using as like my ADHD, like just trying
stress ball.
Yeah, the stress ball, just trying to like think things through. Shout outs to them. These are sick. They have some really fire clothes over there. I like the Mario shirt that they got. And I'm not like the biggest Mario fan. What is that?
Creative. It's the logo.
Oh, it's Creative Workshop. That's
Creative
next
Workshop.
to the EXE booth. I'm talking about the EXE booth. Banjo was telling us yesterday they're like a group from Austin, which is pretty cool. So
love local,
absolutely.
representation for sure.
Absolutely. So yeah, shout out to Creative Workshop as well. These are really cute.
Yeah, very cute. I want one now, honestly. What is broke? I was like, it looked like. Never mind. Nothing. Don't worry about it.
My fault.
Yeah, it's all good. We've got the next player stepping up to the plate. Again, yeah, you mentioned the Wario hoodie. What a small battlefield look like. So, I mean, I could see it.
I could see it.
I could see it.
Wario Pikachu is a very interesting one too.
Yeah, that
would
would
get
be
that
sweet.
on paper. So, see how this one is going to go. Yeah. They got
Oh,
switch sign.
yeah.
It is Wario. All right. Honestly, we are 2 for 2 today with character reps wearing their main.
Thank you for making it easy for us.
Yeah,
by the way.
absolutely.
Yeah, I appreciate that. All right, don't have to worry or speculate too much longer. We've still got Wario versus Pikachu is the matchup for this next round of the crew battle. It is still TNUC versus what's the other one?
We're already forgetting. It's big fans of Indonesia.
Big fans of Indonesia plus Segura.
Yes, absolutely.
Plus Segura. All right, so Master Byron still on 2 stocks. Skits is the next player to bring big fans of Indonesia plus Segura back home.
Yeah, absolutely. Interesting matchup here too, because I think this could be like a really fun time for Pikachu. But already Skits going on in there, getting a little bit of damage here. And Master Byron, once again, this is the player that has been playing pretty defensively with the Pikachu, but great parry into the up tilt back air. And honestly, you got the crowd cheering for them very, very hard.
Yeah, it definitely feels like the crowd's starting to come alive for Skits, getting a little bit of a great combo, great start as well. Trying to do some more here, but doesn't want to go too crazy in the scramble and neutral. Doesn't want to push his luck, so I appreciate that he disengages, recognizes the roll is happening, and gets the F tilt. Very nice turnaround option.
Yeah, really, really good stuff. I mean, Skits has not taken that much damage either. We haven't been able to see the Nair loops coming out from Master Byron either, so things are just looking a little bit difficult. Loving the Nair approach into the up air, going for the bite, will be able to connect it. Yo, we got the crew actually cheering. I love this Nair.
Okay, we get another bite here. Feels a little bit like Matador. Shout out to Matador. I love that guy. He's pulling out the neutral beat. Very good stuff from Skits, using that tool very effectively. The weight as well, and then he gets it. The delayed up tilt into the waft. We love to see it. That's another way for the team to break even further. Love that.
Just get the quick sip. Next player, please.
Yeah,
no,
GG next.
No, like, just nothing. Just, all right, next. I'm cool. I'm chilling.
Incredible patience was enough
Yeah.
to force out that air dodge. It's the panic options, and the second you start playing scared, I could tell from the beginning that it felt like the Pikachu, the Pikachu defensive play, it can get you only so far.
Yeah.
Sometimes you gotta go out there. You got great tools with Pikachu. Like, you've got some great approaching tools and some safer approaching tools don't let Wario with his great airspeed run all over you and do what he wants, especially in this situation. Those panic air dodges will be the death of you in these crews.
You're so smart. You're so smart. I couldn't say that better myself. All right.
All right.
See who we're bringing in next.
Yeah, I wonder.
Okay, now this one is a toss-up.
Why?
Kirby with Toon Link hat. Could go either way.
Yeah, I mean,
Smasher fashion, everybody.
singular or secondary.
I gotta give a big shout out to Flubs, speaking of Smasher fashion, because she literally crochets
She
all
makes
of
her
her
outfits.
She makes her
Makes
outfits,
shirts, makes
and they're
hats.
beautiful.
That's
Like,
sick.
they're very, very beautiful.
Gotta see her start doing commissions, honestly.
Honestly, I was gonna ask her, but then I had to run. So I was like, wait, I'll talk to you later. But yeah, no, I love her style. Everybody in Smash is like also a very, very big creative too. Like a lot of people have like their own little side hustles, and like either a lot of artists in this community, a lot of great like clothes makers too. So once again, big shout outs to everybody here. I mean, the vibes have been great.
Yeah.
It is day number 2. It's sadly, the event's sadly ending tomorrow. We're already like more
I
than
know, we're halfway
halfway
through,
yeah. The event's always, you talk about an event for
Go by in
months.
the blink of an eye.
I mean, like you and I, we were talking about Rise and Grind at Collision,
Yeah.
and here we are 7 months later, already happening. So events just come and go, but friends last a lifetime.
Yeah, well said. So, TMUC finally bringing up their next player after Rinagona and Master Byron fall. Paradigm, Maple, and Sword Chicken 1 remain. This is Sword Chicken 1 indeed. So we got the Villager coming
I
in.
cannot tell you the last
deal
time I
with
saw
Wario.
this character.
I mean, I've seen it a little bit here and there. Shouts to
No.
Fast Creek from MBVA. But
Yeah, no, I have not seen this character in a long time. I've barely. The last time I saw Isabelle was on Wi-Fi, bro. Like this is not a character I get to see too often. But we got Sword Chicken 1 here, who's gonna try and get these 3 stocks and even it back up. He's already doing what Villager does best, and that is the spacing game.
yeah, this is an interesting matchup. I've seen this a little bit here and there, and with someone like Skits' playstyle, I feel like this can actually benefit them very heavily because Sword Chicken, we're seeing another of those kind of ranged option defensive play styles that we've seen from the last player, Master Byron, and it obviously didn't really work out in the last one. We'll have to see if the aggressive Skits is going to be able to mix up the great tools of Wario, which it's a very diverse and well-rounded kit. We're going way out there for the edge guard. Very nice stuff with cleaning up with the back air.
Yeah, beautiful spacing there on Skits' part as well. Sword Chicken 1, though, going for the Lloyd stall, but I like how Skits is being respectful, but very aggressive about it, right? Still up in the face, like in the Nairs, though, and Sword Chicken 1 needs to find a way to get more damage on the board. There's the Nair, not going to line up for anything else, and now Skits, once again, just playing very respectfully aggressive, right? Giving Villager the space to come back onto stage, but I want to see a little bit more tree, I want to see a little bit more sapling.
Yeah, I mean, Skits is doing the right thing. The flowchart has actually been getting around the very horizontal spacing tools of Sword Chicken 1, right? Like, you know that the Lloyd Rocket plus the Slingshot, they're both going to make it very hard for you to go straight horizontal left to right to get your approaches. So you got to go up, around, or from below to get your Nair strings, your up airs, everything else. And so far, it has been working out and paying off in spades for Skits.
Now we're seeing a little bit more of that Villager damage come into life here for Sword Chicken 1 here. Great F-tilt there to try and pop the balloons. Good roll into just the rapid jab. So all that sustained damage once again coming out from Villager, looking real good. I like the air dodge to the platform as well. As now Skits trying to line up for potentially another back air, but the Slingshot, not the tech, just coming in and messing up a lot of these edge guards. But I think we're blinking yellow there.
Yes. Yeah, full waft is ready. We're not going to use it here, but I think we are going to see it in potentially the next stock. And with all this rage that's brewing for Skits, if he gets a great traditional edge guard here, he might find it very difficult, especially with the extension off the Slingshot. A great option here for Skits.
Oh no, you know what Skits wants. Ended the last person with a waft too, but there's our tree.
Wow.
I've been waiting for this tree for a little bit here.
Yeah, finally trying to play a little bit more of the zoner
Oh, no.
stage control game.
Sir.
Can't do anything, especially now that you're forced up. You have to rely on like the down air, which is RNG based, to give yourself some pressure. Sword Chicken 1 just forced to the corner yet again.
Okay, going for the F smash, not going to be able to find it, so now Skits once again. What do you do when Wario's just naring above you?
Here we
You
go.
know what he wants! Not going to be enough. Skits will unfortunately have to go for just another back air, but honestly, Skits has been
all the
playing
damage.
so extremely well. 144. There's the exchanging of the hitboxes right now. So we're going to see the tree pop up. Skits, once again, very respectful on a lot of these like spacing interactions, where sometimes Villager can kind of hit you with the axe, but Skits very aware of it.
Yeah, and avoiding that tree chop as well. Not going to get anywhere near that, getting in a wide berth, still getting underneath the slingshots. You can see him inching forward. All this under the stage, the 50-50, now starting to just go right back to the same side. And now I do like it. So Skits gets trapped on the platform, unable to get off in time, and Sword Chicken gets the nice RNG on the up air, the turnips, to get that stock.
I love the way that the entire crew was just like, oh, like the moment that Skits lost the stock. It was like, come on.
One of the 3 stock, what can you say? And gotta say, I mean, we're getting a little bit more damage, but the aggressiveness of Skits is starting to come back to bite him.
Yeah, absolutely. Now you're soaking on a little bit more damage as you're trying to find the initiation in, and this is kind of what Villager wants you to do, right? Villager kind of wants to just plank the ledge. There's the up smash. It's not going to be enough, so now Sword Chicken 1 kind of stuck here on the side, as once again, Skit's getting a little bit aggressive off the side, Nerve.
Yeah, I feel like it's starting to be a little bit telegraphed. You're being a little bit too transparent with what you want here. A good jump call out, and that's all it takes. I was worried because even though the death by 1,000 cut strategy was starting to work for Villager, at the end of the day, you can put on all of this passive damage just by throwing out the ranged options, but the damage doesn't mean anything in a crew battle because, I mean, really, the stock is the end-all, be-all. If you're not taking the stock with all that damage, then it's all for naught.
Absolutely. Really, really good stuff. Skits. I think our players so far with 6 stocks here, doing really, really well. So.
Yeah, the MVP so far of the team so far has been a great asset.
Right.
To clean up some of these stocks. Very good knowledge of some of these character matchups as well. I do think, like I said, the Wario can use great airspeed, air drift to get in on Villager. And if you're avoiding those normal approach routes that they can cover, you can still find plenty to work off of. So far, Skits is proving that to be true.
All right. We are cooking. We are cooking. Let's see how this one is going to go. Nerf, how you feeling?
I'm definitely feeling interested. I mean, we still have a couple players left from TMUC, but it's only a matter of time before they come down to the final player. The anchor is, I think, what I'm most interested to see, because that can be the saving grace for your team, or it could be just the last dying breath.
It's true. I feel like we've only seen 2 very, very strong crews so far. It's like one crew comes in and it's like, all right, we're moving, we're doing well, and then the other crew's like, all right, we're trying to get it back. But Skits, definitely the player of the crew battle so far, playing really well. Still has 2 stocks left with Wario after taking 6. It's a big one.
Yeah, so against this Wario, you need something that's going to be able to clean up, and I guess a disjoint in Pirate and Mythra, the Aegis going to come in and, yeah, do the job.
This one's going to be a fun one, right? The thing is, though, from the way that Skits has been playing off stage, I'm a little bit worried about this one, especially because Photon Edge, right, is very susceptible at times to just kind of getting gimped here. I do like the battlefield pick, though, for Pirate Mythra. Of course, Mythra being the very, very fast one, and Pirate able to use the Prominence Revolt to kind of get some cheeky KOs off the side here. But it looks like Skits, once again, this aggression, very respectfully as well, so good here, as now Paradigm is going to be stepping up for TAMUC.
Right, and Skits thinking that it's his turn after he gets a little bit of a shielded out option. Still going to look for some good juggles. I think the vertical combos could be good for either player here, so you never know.
Things are looking much better for Paradigm, though. That opening combo can definitely be a little bit more discouraging, but once again, Photon Edge a little bit more susceptible, especially on stage, has a ton of end lag, while the move is absolutely huge. Great punish by Skits here, and now cementing 9 stocks taken as Paradigm has to air dodge out, but able to get some of these hits in with Mythra. I was just about to say we definitely need to start seeing a little bit more damage, so Pyra is here.
Okay, and going for a little bit of a mix-up with the wheelie. I do appreciate the wherewithal to go for that kind of stuff. It's something you hadn't really done thus far, and you gotta, again, with Wario, you gotta keep switching stuff up. He's a wacky character, has the ability to do some really niche options that a lot of people just aren't ready for. And Paradigm so far is kept his cool, kept his composure, getting the right tech options, or at least the later on option of rolling in, but he cannot get out of that back air situation.
Yeah, I'm loving just going up there, recognizing that the switch was coming, and then coming back down and hitting the back air. Really, really good call out on Skits here is now Paradigm on last stock right now. Still able to get almost about that 100% here, but once again, I want to start seeing the Pyro just a little bit more, but here comes Skits. For the up air, not going to be able to find it, and now Paradigm having to back up into the corner, but that's the last place that you want to go versus Wario here, and now Pyro being a little bit heavier than Mythra. This might be what Skits wants.
I mean, we are looking for a little bit of an early kill here with Pyro. That's where we're going, even though Wario's at 100%. Might not be worth it, though, if you cannot get back. Another Prominence Revolt to try to scare away Skits. It does so effectively, but now we're swinging for the fences a little bit too haphazardly. I mean, there's a moment where the Mythra is looking like it's poking on the shield, and Skits is starting to look for the wrong out-of-shield options because Wario's a little limited. Paradigm now trying to see if those that conditioning can pay off here.
All right, well, movement here, just going to waft the bike, because why not? It's Cruz. Hits the back air, trying to line up for another one. The Blazing End not going to be punished all the way, but there's the F-tilt, having to switch on over to Mythra. But unfortunately for Skits, the Photon Edge just a little bit above where the hitbox would be. Trying to find another one, and will be able to connect, but great DI from Paradigm. Going on over to Pyro, will be able to grab the ledge, unable to find the back air here, and now it's all neutral right now.
Yeah, a lot of Pyro here, and you're kind of trapped in this lose-lose situation. If you go back to Pyro, you might, or Mythra, you might not be able to do too much here. But Pyro, with the big sweeping aerials, trying to catch any stray hit you can get. An up air, a down air. But so far, Skits has been playing very, very well, dropping to ground, going into shield, using the defensive options, and then picking your shots where necessary. That's going to clean it up again.
I'm loving just the routine from Skits at this point. 9 stocks taken, fist bump, sip of the drink, next person please, not a smile, no one, just, we're here to just do the business here.
Yeah, it's a conveyor belt strategy right now.
Absolutely.
Just keep them coming. At this point, I'll be here until they manage to take me out, if at all, right now. It feels like we're down to the last possible
Our
player.
person looks so happy. They just waved, they're like, oh my god, hi!
Let's go.
Once again, Cruise is a happy event. It's a fun event. Cruise has always been a fun event. Our top players have done it for way too long, though, so they're like so tired of it.
That's true. I mean, it's been a long event for a lot of players, a lot of events here, a lot of side events that people might have like a lot of interest in. And of course, singles being the main event can exhaust people as well. The pools might have an effect on people, but let's see what happens.
Pools are already ugly. Pools are already ugly. Leo in losers losing to Skinny the Poo.
Yeah, there is an air of tension. Definitely feel like it's one of those things that like you could kind of taste it in the room. It's like you know that a lot of people are looking to see what's happening next across all brackets. And in Cruz, this is the lighthearted aspect that like is supposed to bring an air of levity to break that tension. But we'll have to see.
All right. Once more, see exactly where we're going to go to Pokemon Stadium too. But things are working out really, really well for fans of Indonesia and what was the last person's name? I forgot. Fans of Indonesia and
Shigura.
And Shigura.
Yeah, plus
Thank
Shigura.
you.
Plus
You always got my back.
Plus Shigura. So TAMUC now down to their final player. It looks like it's going to be was it Maple? Yep, Maple. So Maple versus Skits. It's Young Link that's going to be the savior of the day, the hero of time after all. But how much time do you have?
Not that much, honestly. You got to go through 11 people, and already the unsafe hero spin is going to be punished by the grab. Maple I got to cast yesterday in squads, and their squad was Young Link, Jigglypuff, and Dr. Mario. Ugh. So that's an array of characters here. But already, once again, Skits playing so extremely well. Good air dodge down by Maple, though. As now Skits, once again, just trying to, feel it out. And this is kind of the hard part about Young Link, right? Kind of this, like, jungle gym of projectiles to get really something going.
This is really interesting because if you think about it, TMUC has put up a lot of players who play characters that can both play campy and aggressive. But we have seen the defensive play style from all of them.
Yeah.
It feels like they all seem to have this sort of similar game plan right now, where they're all looking for like that first hit confirm, and then they can start playing their game. But right now, Maple is finding few and far between of those hit confirms.
Absolutely. Still the great back air, though. Skits trying to once again find a way around Bomb Arrow here. Going to load up Bike and send it off, but it will connect. Skits. Perfect snipe.
That's the tough part, because when you pull the bomb, holding it while you're going for that up B, you're going out because you know that you're going to need a second up B. So there's only so much distance you can cover to get yourself close to the ledge, so that lends itself to the perfect arc for the bike throw.
Ooh, okay, there's a down air, though, coming out from Maple. So another stock loss for Skits here, but Skits has taken so many here. Maple going to have to go through 3 more people after this one. And once again, Skits, just no sign of slowing down.
Yeah, Skits is feeling like Superman right now, but with 1 stock left and the waft in the tank. I mean, you find 1 hit confirm here at 45% on Young Link, you might just find yourself a magical opportunity. So far, so I will say it's been a couple good hits here and there. The advantage states have been starting to pan out a little bit better for Maple, but the strings aren't as large as I'd like to see from a Young Link.
Yeah, I was about to say, we're finding our marks with a lot of the bomb arrows, but it doesn't seem like Skits is really kind of like phased by it at all. And of course, what are we looking for when Wario is blinking yellow? We're looking for a nice little up tilt, and of course, Maple at 65%. It's golden, but going to be able to avoid the up smash onto the platform, and it will connect another bike. Once again, Skits has been amazing at going off and challenging their opponent, but still, it's honestly so close. But honestly, Maple just needs to get Skits out of here before another waft is online.
Skits getting a little bit aggressive again, finding some pressure, even though you see the parry on the back air, unperturbed, going to go right back in for more damage, more potential options. Even then, the DI is still going to save. And again, we're still getting another false kill. We're getting a false kill screen. Not going to be able to do anything else with that. Just reset to neutral. Yeah,
the aerial was so tight there from Skits, too, to just stop the momentum as well. So now Skits 159, Maple 148. It could go either way. It will be the Young Link throw that does send Maple out of here. As now we finally get to see the rest of the fans of Indonesia and Shigura crew.
You are right. Yeah, I mean, that is true. We finally get...
Are they sending him Broken?
I don't know.
For this matchup?
I wonder. I mean...
You got it, bro. If you want it, you got it.
It's 2 stocks, so... could be interesting. I mean, the winner of this, goes up against 4 cheaters and a Toon Link walk into a bar, so... Yeah.
I think Shu was on that crew.
Oh, that does make sense. But, I mean, cheater? Yeah, ZSS?
Zero Suit Samus a cheater?
Not really sure.
I feel like I've only seen, like, horrible things happen to Doorstop. I feel like that is, like, the Doorstop.
Like, that's fair. I mean, yeah, character might not be a cheater, but, I mean, Shu's got skills, so, I mean, maybe that's what it is.
This is my first time, like, seeing Broken in person. Yesterday, Momo was like, it's Broken. I'm like, he's real? He's real? There he is.
There he is.
Played a mean Squad Strike team, of course, with Ken and the Ryu. Yep. Also played Terry and Kazuya Mishima.
Okay, so all the FGC characters.
Yeah.
All right, well, okay, that's fine. So, you know, at least he's got the versatility of the FGC characters that he can use the pros and cons of each to round out the team. I will say that between the 2 Shotos, Terry and Kazuya, they can actually make up each other's weaknesses in a Squad Strike team. I think that actually does work out pretty well. So.
Okay, going back to Pokemon Stadium. Taking Young Link back to Pokemon Stadium is a choice.
Yeah, I don't know. I've seen so many great confirms. However, Maple did drop some of those, like the triple fire arrow into the forward air up smash. Like it, yeah, I know though. Like the drag down forward air 1 can still be a consistent option, but if you miss that 3rd arrow, you're really out of luck. And especially when you full commit to the full combo, Broken, you're gonna take a lot for it. So we're gonna see Palutena. What is?
I have to say also, the thing is about taking a zoner to Pokemon Stadium 2, all zoners love this stage. It's a big stage. You have plenty of places to kind of go and hide. But I have to say, this is a really good pick from Broken to counter it, right? Palutena has kind of been a necessary evil in the food chain, if you will, of, you know,
a gatekeeper character.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's already, you can tell Maple just, the plan is to still get all of that chip damage with the projectiles, but honestly, Broken doing a good job doing the very El Clasico Palutena pain train with the nairs and getting things started, but honestly, Maple fighting back pretty well.
Yeah, and so far, Broken just kind of doing some of the typical putting out the feelers of a Palutena player, right? You throw out a couple back airs just because it's safer. You throw out a down tilt on ledge, see if you can get the 2 frames correctly, get your timing starting, turn it off right. But I mean, this is an interesting little pickup from Maple. Not expecting some of those conversions, but we are pretty good.
This is why I was kind of hesitant on going to Pokemon Stadium 2 because, right, like you don't really want to let your zoner friend get kind of like set up and comfortable here because now Broken's trying to find a way in and Auto Reticle is just not kind of like the way to do it here.
Yeah.
Trying to find a forward air in, but once more, you take Young Link to here and they don't need to approach.
Right, and even though you just sit back and do Auto Reticle all day, Maple still struggling to figure out how my approach is going to work if I can't even connect a boomerang or a fire arrow. It seems like none of my ranged options are taking hold, so I've still got to find the air drift in. Maybe that's a way to get in, but even then you get too greedy, look for something more.
Might have been the first time I've seen Palutena's Reflect be used in that situation as well. But it seems like we're going back to what I like to call the Wild West, where we just kind of throw our projectiles and wait for one of them to work.
We walk out of the saloon, we take 10 paces away from each other, and then
start
we turn around and start firing.
Yep, absolutely.
Quick draw.
Oh, just waited for it as well. Got the crews, of course, cheering, but honestly, it's a little bit more of a slower pace compared to Skitz's Wario here. Good parry, though, by Maple. Going for the up smash, but just barely going to kind of swipe under and get the up tilt.
I do appreciate the air dodge into Tomahawk up tilt. Very interesting and a good mix-up, I would say. Something that you don't see every day.
So far, so good. Broken. Still holding on, right? I think a lot of the times when players play against zoners, they really do struggle with something like patience because a lot of times players just kind of want to run in, they want to hold forward, but honestly, Broken doing a really good job. Maple trying to land with the down air, unable to find anything, so now Broken, once again, just going to be kind of living it out. Forward air right here at this point could potentially do it, trying to find the down air, and will follow the trajectory to get the first stock of Broken here, but Maple with only 1 stock left, starting to bleed out. Great parry, though. Nair, back air, doesn't connect into much else, though.
I mean, technically, Palutena does have enough combo breaker tools that if Maple even does get something started here at low percent, it's going to be very difficult for them unless they intentionally wait like this to try to get some resets that could actually get them a way in.
It's more Wild West. Maple, the last stock for the TAMUC crew. Down air not going to connect, so great out of shield option from Broken with the forward air. And now Broken, once more, all you got to do is keep doing what you're doing, right? It's a slow chip, it's a slow burn, but it's working.
Yeah, the rinse and repeat seems to have conditioned enough. Maple's still looking for anything that will stick at the wall, but Broken getting out of some of these combos. Are we going to see it? Nope. A good evasion.
What is going on?
That even then, that wasn't enough, and a little bit of a poke. But where's the full punish? Like you've got all of that shield pressure on, and you didn't even try to break or poke in the end when you had the opportunity. Feels like Maple just missed out.
I like the smile from Broken, too. Listen, it's crews at the end of the day. A slower chip, right? I mean, we're about 5 minutes into this. I mean, Young Link with 2 stocks and Palutena with 3. But, I mean, it's not impossible for Maple. That's a lot of rage also. So if we're able to find another forward air, if we're able to find one of those down air callouts, it could be spelling disaster soon. Throwing the bomb down, and now Broken is starting to get kind of caught up in the blender here. We'll be able to find the down throw, looking for the back air potentially. But Maple just going to use the Nair to land safely back on stage.
Yeah, it was a 2 to 3 stock game when this one started, but so far Maple has been stock taking this last one very well. Broken now forced to the last stock and racking up the percentage as well. This is not looking good. The Palutena looked like it was going to be a nice cleanup option, and in the end, it actually will be. But it's going to be the back air from center stage. It's going to clean it up on PS2. I appreciate that we actually got the finisher there, because Broken, if he had kept that momentum, if he just played too far in the corner again and again, I don't know if it would have worked out. It would look like Maple was building some momentum. Either way, it does look like their team is going to fall, which means the Big Fans of Indonesia plus Shigora are going on to face 4 cheaters and a Toon Link walk into a bar.
What's going on with the crews? Oh, shoutouts. I think actually my favorite crew for this one is International Cheaters. Is it
No,
Cheaters Trader?
International Tryhards.
Oh, International Tryhards. And I think that's Jack. So they're all wearing cat ears, and that's definitely Mutace's idea.
Oh, okay, okay.
So I see
Yeah.
Tarek, I see Tarek, I see
Yeah.
Mutace, and
Jackal, Jack. Yeah.
I have to say, Jackal being Jackal wearing cat ears is like the funniest thing.
That is hilarious.
Jackal is like a really nice guy. A lot of people give him a lot of flack, right? I mean, Twitter's one thing, but if you meet Jackal's a cool dude. He'll talk to everybody. He's also very much into like trading card games, so like I've been enjoying talking to Jackal. He's like one of the only tri-state reps that we got out here. I mean, gotta give another big shout out to Pharaoh, who's sitting right in front of us, coming from New Jersey, getting the big upset over Chase in pools and winners. So tri-state, small but mighty crew. Jackal definitely in for the time of his life. So I think the international tryhards are Tarek, Chase, Mutace, Jackal, and
Karama.
one more. Oh, Karama. That's a good crew.
Yeah. So this is one of those like top player crews when they all get together and they decide, well, I mean, we want to win something.
Let's go win.
So let's just go win something. I mean, Muta's notorious for aiming for the gold at every side event that he goes for.
Really?
He's a doubles champion at many tournaments. He's a squad strike grand finalist at many tournaments, if not champion. An incredibly well-rounded player who plays multiple characters, plays a lot of different layouts and like teams and doubles, and it's just like it feels like Mutace is always up there. When you look at the side events, I mean, he's consistent.
Production, we get another one, or was that it?
Oh, cool.
Shout yourself out. That was it for us.
Cool. All right, well, thank you all for joining us. It's been a great time opening up crews with Lyric. I'm Nerf. You can follow me at the social media.
And where can they find you tomorrow?
You can find me tomorrow doing top 8 of this tournament. It's going to be a great time. I hope you all enjoy the stuff that me and Banj are going to be putting out for you, but I hope you enjoyed what me and Lyric put out for you in this little fun excerpt for the tournament, the crew battle. It's a great way to see some wacky stuff, some great teams, and some maybe the future of esports and the collegiate teams. You know, it's always nice to see. But how about you?
You guys can follow me down there, all platforms at Lyric of Wisdom. You guys can find me tomorrow morning with me and Vicky. That one's going to be belligerent. She looked at me and she goes, "You're carrying me." Oh. So that one's going to be fun.
Let's go.
If you guys like Pokemon TCG, I also do that as well. So Smash Brothers, Pokemon cards, that's kind of my thing. But yeah, thank you so much, of course, to my best friend and my Static right here. I'm so proud of you, by the way. Stick around, though. I believe we have Skiff and Fabs to take you through the rest of the cruise.
That's going to be a fun one.
So if you guys thought we were kind of mean, just wait.
Oh, yes. You're going to love this one. You're in good hands, but...
yes, you're in good hands.
Yeah, make sure you tell Skiff he stinks.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding.
He's wearing a really funny shirt, so stick around for Skiff's funny shirt, and we'll see you later.